I am in a jungle temple in Terraria. Oh, yes, and apparently I am going to be in trouble regardless of whether I watch or don't watch the Book of Boba Fett, because on the one hand you have people who say, but Mecca, how can you give money to Disney? And then on the other hand you have people who say, you said boycotting, and on the other hand you have people say, and did I say boycott? I don't think I did. I don't remember that. And then the other hand, you have people who say, but it's your job as a YouTuber to talk about the Star Warsing things. So what do I do? I'm going to play Terraria. Rob, we watched the Book of Boba Fett.
Yes, it was.
You paid more attention than I did. So do you want to come in and take the lead on this one? And I'll just pipe in while I'm gaming, maybe.
Yeah.
There you are. You're on camera too now. You're in the corner.
Yeah.
Behind a porg. Oh, people get mad at the cords and the porgs and the
pulled pork sandwich.
But don't pull a pork.
No, I'm not pulling pork. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was very good. It was boring. It was listen, I don't really care about Boba Fett all that much. I mean, yeah, he looks like a cool character, but that's where it stops. He looks cool. But it's yeah, do we really need
He's there having flashbacks about his feelings. He's having nightmares in the tank as he was.
Yeah, he's in the back of the tank and he's having nightmares and
I mean, if I'm going to deal with people's feelings, I'll just go back and watch Star Trek.
Yeah, they're trying to fill in the gap between when he escaped from the Sarlacc to whenever this is taking
it's
place.
Interesting. It just felt like it took way too long to get there. 38 minutes to get there when it's like, what, a 5-minute thing, and then show me the show. It was so slow. So many flashbacks.
Yeah,
so much.
It feels disjointed. It does. It feels like it's edited out of order.
Yeah, it's like they had to go in and tag on, oh, well, how to get out of the Sarlacc pit. And they threw it in to this is reminding me a lot of how they make Star Trek. The slow motion action sequences that look unedited, they look like a behind the scenes action sequence. Remember when they're fighting the ninjas, when Boba Fett and Ming-Na Wen are fighting the ninjas? It looked like you were watching like a behind the scenes where you see the camera and you see the director go action and then you see the unedited. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
You see the unedited fight.
Yeah, it's that first fight scene is so poorly choreographed. It's slow. It feels laborious to watch, and I don't get to use the word laborious very, very often. I mean, it looks like two middle-aged people. You couldn't put a couple stunt doubles in there to try to.
Well, they had to take his helmet off constantly, so we knew who he was.
Stunt double and show him from the back. Remember what they used to do in Star Trek? They used to have a shot from far away.
Yeah, but they didn't do that anymore.
Or their back was turned.
They didn't do that already.
Oh, well, it felt slow. And you said that it's like, well, it looks like somebody's been playing Assassin's Creed.
Oh, then they had the ninjas. So they have these ninjas come out of nowhere, and then they jump over, start doing parkour on top of the rooftops and wherever they are. Are they in Tatooine still?
They're in Tatooine.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right, because he's taking over Jabba's palace. Why did we watch it, Rob?
Because a lot of people had asked us.
Well, it was one of those things more of like, I was curious.
Well, listen, it's Star Wars. I'm going to be curious, but
I mean, I used to enjoy Star Wars at one point, but now every time I turn around, either between Star Wars and Star Trek, there's somebody telling me why it's awful, why it sucks, what's wrong with it. Somebody threw a blow dart at me from somewhere over here. I don't know who did.
Can I just please see? Okay, listen. Can I just see please see Ming-Na Wen in a bikini? I mean, that would liven things up for me. She still looks fantastic for a 50-plus-year-old woman. Jeez. No.
I don't know.
Well,
my thought on it is it just needed something. It needed something that wasn't. I don't know. It was kind of it was one of those, like, the first thing I'm noticing, like, oh, it's one of these where he's gonna destroy. There's this cute, like, lizardy doggy thing, like a doggy lizard that the what are those guys called?
Pigguard, the Gamorreans.
Yeah, the Gamorrean guys.
Oh no, the Sand People.
Yeah, whichever the lizard doggy guy.
Yeah, lizard doggy guy. Yeah.
Towards the end, yeah, those guys.
Sand People,
not
the Tusken
Gamorreans.
Raiders.
The Tusken Raiders. That's who. They had a little doggy there, and he's like gotta fight him, and he hurts him, and I'm like, nope, too gory for me. I'm out. So that's when I kind of stopped paying attention, and then I came back, and I'm like, he better not hurt that doggy again. So they make him go off. Him and not Greedo. He's like a brown version of Greedo. Yeah, he's like an orange version of Greedo. So not Greedo and Boba Fett are off. They have to go and dig for water. They show you Luke's family. I'm like, oh, is this where they burn Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru now? We're gonna see that now. So no, we don't see quite specifically that, but we see them looking for moisture in the desert, and of course they come across this giant monster, and now he's got to be friends with the doggy and the little Tusken Raiders guys, and I'm like, ugh. It
was boring.
It was very slow. It took a while to get to where it was going. I don't know. It feels like a lot of it was edited back in so that people would kind of know what's going on. And I don't like it when it does that. It's like, I don't want to stop and slow down. I want to know how traumatized Boba Fett is. All right, I don't need him to be a sympathetic hero. I don't need him to be.
He's not a hero. He's nothing. He's a blank slate that people just impose whatever they want on.
Well, that's what we're getting into. We're getting into this representation and seeing yourself on screen crap that is going to lead directly into just putting on a virtual reality helmet and you're just going to be in the thing yourself. And that's why all these characters are just blank slates now, because you got people who are kind of writing for video games for characters to just be blank slates.
It's been happening for how long in video games? You choose your features, choose your skin, press continue. I mean, video games are at the point now where there are no characters.
No.
And you just create whatever skin you want. I mean, in some games that's okay. But in a lot, I'm like, well, I can't tell you what happened in the Division.
See, I like games like this that doesn't have any real anything.
Well, that's a sandbox game, though.
And I'm not like triggered by it. I'm just bored by it. So, like I said, I just can't believe how incredibly boring that they're making Star Wars now. And I'm like, was it always this boring?
No.
Because, like, the more I get into it with people on Twitter about Star Wars and Star Trek, they just keep pointing out how terrible they are. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe they're right. Maybe, because that's all you got. You get are people who are, like, constantly tearing apart everything just to say, well, it always was like this. It was, so basically you're telling me that there was always reason to complain about these things so that I shouldn't have been watching them in the first place. That's really all you're telling me with that. So I guess, okay, I'll just deal with gaming then, and I just won't watch anymore. I will keep watching the Star Trek Discovery because I do kind of enjoy kicking it in its, in its warp core, so to speak, kicking it in its spore drive, because it kind of deserves it. The Book of Boba Fett doesn't even really do anything to be anything. It's just, there's nothing to it yet. There's really some poor directing choice. I mean, Robert Rodriguez directed this one, right? Robert Rodriguez directing.
Yeah.
Jon Favreau wrote this. I thought these guys were professionals. I thought these guys were like Hollywood veterans. I'm watching something that looks like somebody was shooting the behind the scenes stuff.
It looked like a fan film at times.
Yeah, like that ninja fight.
Why
is there a ninja fight? So they got ninjas coming out of nowhere all of a sudden.
I felt like Krusty at the end, at time. What the hell was that?
It was the Book of Boba Fett. No matter what I say, people are going to be triggered, so I really don't care or want to hear it at this point. But, comment away and tell me how horribly wrong I am. I am going back to my live chat. Don't you guys go anywhere.
Do you want to stop the universalists who are in cahoots with the globalists, the cultural Marxists, and the social communists from winning the culture war? Then take action today! Every super chat will help fight the battle in the never-ending culture war against those who want to take over our entertainment. That's why you need to like, subscribe, send thanks, and super chat. Make a random 42. Do you want the universalists to win? Of course you don't. So donate today.
Thanks Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
Very, very bad. Oh!